Establish that the curves were created by putting, let me show you the size of the board here compared to what we have. This is about a 1x8. And what I did was I just set them all on top, going around the stack of 1x4s. They're 5 1x4s. Then I put the stick out to mark the curve. You know, the long stick that bends that I've demonstrated. Marked it, got the first layer. How we do the second layer. You see here where the joints are? Right here. Okay, I've got the 1x10 and I lay that, I center that over the joint. Okay. Then I take Mr. Sharpie, and we're trying to let the camera shake too much. And I go underneath, because we have this overhang, so we have something on the board to carve a curve out of, right here. And what I'm going to do is go along the lip of the track and mark where the curve is. I'll show you. So, there we go. Mark the curve there. Let's turn it over. Now, what I'll do then is I cut this. I'm now in the process with this little saw, and it's deep enough just to cut the 1x6. Blow the dust out of the way where I can see the line. And have a table set up. So here's our curved board. Okay. I'm gonna just keep going, and you can see the final bent. That's actually a little, what's gonna happen next is I'm gonna make a big tower where the cart will go up high enough to roll back down and come all the way back right here. Side wheels, so you can hear the train. And this will have under wheels, which will fasten right underneath this, as I've shown you before. But that's how I created this entire curve right here. Just copying the curve from the boards that were marked off with the bending stick. You know, I marked it initially with the bending stick. And then just continue to copy and cut and then mount. So here we go. This right here is the leftover. This will be a good paddle. Wow. Okay. And this one, after you work your way up, you don't always end up at the center, as long as the joints, once again, don't completely overlap. Okay, this is gonna have to be cut into a joint. You can see the space here. So the key is to cut, again, parallel to right over here. And you can use a beat square for that, just to mark. Okay, so you can see how this line runs parallel with the end of the board here. And then get it. I've already cut it. Sometimes we have to shape it a little bit, but it just kind of pulls off there. Okay. Let me make sure everything lines up here. It lines up well enough. And there's a little overhang here. On this overhang, I'll just take that little saw and smooth it out. So there is, and then this over here will be cut as well to match the backside of the other laminates. What I'll point out is, as you work the curve, you want to make sure that's the lip, right here is the lip, that it is 15 inches or maybe a little more. We've got about 15 inches here, maybe a little bit more, but that's, you know, we just gauge it as we go along. When I'm just mounting the tops, these are 1.5 inch screws. I make sure I get the top joint, and then, here, and then I drive a couple in the center there, just to make sure that it maintains the bank.